Hello, I'm Shelley Rydell from Resources for Learning. Welcome to Webinar 3, Recruiting Plan, Student Engagement, and Local Evaluation. In Webinar 3, we will discuss expectations for quality indicators that are due on October 21st. The handout displayed here can be found under the Monitoring tab on mytexasace.org. Once you're on the myTexasACE monitoring page, you will find this under the Resources and Support section, and the title of the document is Texas ACE Program Monitoring Fall and Spring Rolling Deadlines. The quality indicators due on October 21st are highlighted in an orange box here. This document also shows all of the deadlines for the fall, as well as the associated webinars, and when those webinars will be posted to mytexasace.org. The compliance components we will discuss today fall under the umbrella categories School and Community Engagement and Continuous Quality Improvement. The highlighted compliance components, Recruiting Plan, Student Engagement, and Local Evaluation will be covered in this webinar. This handout can also be found under the Resources and Support section on the monitoring page of mytexasace.org. It gives an overview of all of the compliance components and associated quality indicators. Each compliance component that we will work through today is associated with just one quality indicator. Let's get started. As you prepare to gather evidence and artifacts and begin to think through your submissions for program monitoring, we encourage you to start by looking at the Blueprint 2.0 for each quality indicator. You can use Blueprint 2.0 to get a sense of the expectations at a high level for each quality indicator. This is the blueprint for Compliance Component 7, Recruiting Plan, Quality Indicator 13, Recruitment Process. Let me walk you through this blueprint, and we'll take a close look at each description on the scale. To be in compliance, the center must provide evidence of a student recruitment plan. Please note, we are looking for a plan, not a part of a plan. A plan should describe a process through which the center recruits students. A student referral form is not sufficient. A student referral form may be one piece of a larger recruitment plan or process, but does not represent the entire process. As we move to in development, the center elicits input about the recruitment plan from multiple stakeholders. Multiple means more than one. Please see the guidebook for example stakeholders. As we move to implementing and progressing, I'd like to clarify the difference between the two. In implementing, the recruitment plan includes criteria for identifying students most in need. The difference between implementing and progressing is that implementing involves identifying students most in need, and in progressing, those students who are most in need are prioritized. 5. Optimizing. To be optimizing, the center regularly uses data to analyze the effectiveness of the recruitment plan and makes changes as needed. Consider questions like, how do you know that your recruitment plan was effective? How do you modify or update your recruitment plan based on data collected? This is your continuous quality improvement process for student recruiting. Please note that progressing and optimizing are grayed out. The goal for programs and centers for the 2019-2020 school year is implementing. That is why progressing and optimizing are grayed out. You can expect those targets to rise in the future, but know that implementing is the minimum expectation for this current school year. However, that does not preclude a center from earning progressing or optimizing ratings. Please be sure to refer to the guidebook as you gather evidence and prepare your responses for submission. It is full of helpful hints, suggestions, and questions to prompt your thinking. Pages 46 through 49 of the guidebook cover Quality Indicator 13, Recruitment Process. Now let's take a look at Compliance Component 8, Student Engagement, Quality Indicator 14, Student Voice and Choice. To be in compliance, the center must provide evidence of current activity descriptions. There are a variety of ways you may choose to share your activity descriptions. As we move to in development, we begin to look at how the center elicits student voice in creating a schedule of program activities. By student voice, we are asking how you gather student input when scheduling program activities. Do you ask for student input through focus groups or large group discussions? For implementing, we are now looking at whether the center provides opportunities for students to choose program activities based on their preferences. Student choice is different from student voice. You can survey students about their preferred activities, which allows for student voice, without giving them any choice as to the activities they participate in. For implementing, we are asking for evidence that the center allows students to choose some or all of the classes or activities that they engage in. For progressing, the center provides opportunities for student leadership. Not all leadership opportunities for students are equal. For example, there's a difference between a student helping pass out supplies and a student facilitating an activity. We are looking for meaningful opportunities for students to lead and facilitate learning. For optimizing, the center provides opportunities for students to co-create projects and/or activities. Optimizing is similar in that we are looking for meaningful opportunities for students to co-create. For each step along the continuum, be sure to give some thought to your best example. We only ask for one example because we want you to synthesize your evidence and select the best work to share to reflect your program. Again, please be sure to refer to the guidebook as you gather evidence and prepare your responses for this submission. Pages 50 through 53 of the guidebook cover Quality Indicator 14, Student Voice and Choice. Now on to Compliance Component 11, Local Evaluation. Quality Indicator 17, Use of Local Evaluation Findings. To be in compliance, please plan to upload your most current executive summary and make sure that it includes key findings. To be in development, the center staff must review the results of the local evaluation. To be implementing, the center must share key learnings of the local evaluation with internal stakeholders. Internal stakeholders may include, but are not limited to, frontline staff, school administration, school staff, or program vendors. The site coordinator reviewing and making decisions alone is not sufficient. For progressing, we're looking for evidence that key learnings from the local evaluation have been shared with external stakeholders. External stakeholders may include parents or community partners. For optimizing, the center uses evaluation results to improve programming. The center will need to show how they have used these evaluation results to make program improvements. Pages 61 through 63 of the guidebook cover Quality Indicator 17, Use of Local Evaluation Findings. Another tool posted to the monitoring page of mytexasace.org is a list of submission requests for fall and spring compliance components. The compliance components discussed in Webinar 3 are highlighted in orange boxes here. For Compliance Component 7, Recruiting Plan, you will be required to submit a Student Recruitment Plan. For Compliance Component 8, Student Engagement, you will be required to submit current activity descriptions. For Compliance Component 11, Local Evaluation, you will need to submit an executive summary of the center's most recent evaluation. This webinar is part of a series of webinars designed to help project directors and site coordinators prepare for the new monitoring system. The purpose of today's webinar was to walk through the quality indicators due on October 21st, 2019. Our next webinar, which will be posted on October 4th, will cover those quality indicators due on October 28th, intentional activities and school engagement. Please take a look at the monitoring page on mytexasace.org for this handout and a variety of other helpful resources. Thank you for your time, and if you have any questions or have anything that you'd like to discuss, please feel free to reach out to Karen Kavanaugh, Shelley Rydell, or the help desk at info.texasace@resourcesforlearning.net. Thank you.